To be clear, this list is the career winning percentage leaders among active players who have played a minimum of 500 games played. 20. Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler has played 12 years in his career so far and has played 754 games. Jimmy Butler has been seen as a winner, especially in recent years with his deep playoff runs, but over the course of his career, he's been a 6-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, and All-Defense. He was also the most improved player of the year for the 2014-2015 NBA season and was the Eastern Conference Finals MVP last playoffs. 19. Al Horford. Al Horford plays a veteran role now as he's played 16 years of NBA basketball. He was a 5-time All-Star player in his prime. 18. Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson may be the most surprising player on this list, but he's been a great role player over his years on the Spurs and Grizzlies. His early Spurs teams were very great, landing among the top of the Western Conference standings during those years. Anderson's currently on the Timberwolves, and he's played great filling in for injured Anthony Edwards and Karl-Anthony Towns minutes. 17. Patrick Beverley. Patrick Beverley has had an 11-year NBA career thus far and been a 3-time All-Defense player. He's been on 5 teams, but has always prided himself on bringing a winning culture to any team he goes to. He'll be on the 76ers next season. Outside of his elite and tough defense, he's also a 37.3% career 3-point shooter. 16. Steven Adams. Steven Adams has been in the league for 10 years. He quietly contributes to winning with his offensive rebounding and excellent screen setting. He's been a great complementary piece around elite driving guards like Westbrook and Ja Morant in pick and rolls and setting picks for them to get their runway for their highlight dunks. He's also one of the top rebounders, especially offensive rebounding most seasons. Another underrated key to winning games. He's now a respected veteran among players and known for being extremely strong and tough. Many opposing players fear his screens. 15. Clint Capela. Clint Capela has been in the league for 9 years. Capela's been a solid starter who was even the rebounding champion for the 2020-2021 NBA season. He's been an excellent pick and roll center for years with Harden, later Chris Paul, and currently with Trae Young. He leads to winning with his elite rebounding and pick and roll synergy with some of the greatest passing guards of all time. 14. Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder is an 11-year NBA veteran and played on 8 different teams, but regardless of team, has been a prototypical and set the standard for the 3-and-D position. He's also played 753 games and been a winning player, winning 61.6% of his career games. 13. Marcus Smart. Smart has been known as the heart and soul of the Boston Celtics for years and was only traded this summer. He's been an elite defender as a guard who's 3-time All-Defense and even the 2022 Defensive Player of the Year. He's been an undeniable winning player for the Celtics for years and has never missed the playoffs over his 9-year NBA career. 12. Patty Mills. We now reached the first NBA champion so far in this list. That's 2014 NBA champion Patty Mills. He's quietly been a 14-year NBA veteran who's played almost entirely off the bench but never complained and always contributed positively to winning whenever he steps on the floor. Over his 14-year NBA career, he's made the playoffs 12 times. He's played in 860 NBA games and has a winning percentage of 62.7%. 11. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant didn't crack the top 10 in this list, but has always been known as a winning superstar. He's an MVP winner, 13-time All-Star, 10-time All-NBA. KD has played 986 games with career averages of 27.3 points per game, 7.1 rebounds per game, 4.3 assists per game, 1.1 steals per game, 1.1 blocks per game on nearly 50, 40, 90 career shooting splits. His actual shooting splits is 49.9% field goal percentage, 38.5% 3-point percentage, 88.6% free throw percentage. KD's accumulated 161.9 career win shares. 10. George Hill. George Hill is a 15-year NBA veteran. He's not decorated with accolades, but was on the early Spurs that won a ton of games that went to the Indiana Pacers, where he started with Paul George and was seen as perennial contenders to come out of the East. Hill's career winning percentage is 63.4%. 9. Chris Paul. Chris Paul is expected to be here, as he's always been a winner wherever he's gone, even in his lone season in OKC making the playoffs. Chris Paul's a 18-year NBA veteran who's played in 1,214 games. He's a 12-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA, 9-time All-Defense, 6-time Steals champion, 5-time assist champion with 205.1 career win shares and a career winning percentage of 64.6%. 8. LeBron James. LeBron James is by far the greatest among active players, but to only be 8th on this list is surprising. Unfortunately, his first season in LA was a tanking team, and they haven't won nearly as many games the past few seasons since their championship. LeBron has also prioritized and focused on winning the playoffs rather than the regular season in the later stages of his career. LeBron's a 20-year NBA veteran with 19 All-Star appearances, 19 All-NBA appearances, 6 All-Defense appearances, and 4 MVPs. He's accumulated 255.1 career win shares and has a career winning percentage of 65%. 7. James Harden. People forget how great James Harden was. In his prime, he regularly led the Rockets among the very top of the Western Conference standings yearly. He was also a winner during his early OKC days. Harden is undeniably one of the greatest players of all time and has played 1,000 games in his 14-year NBA career so far. Harden's a 10-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, 3-time scoring champion, 2-time assist champion, and a 1-time MVP. Harden even sacrificed in his early career by being a sixth man to win more. His career winning percentage is 65.1%. 6. Stephen Curry. Curry has played much less games than Harden due to injuries, but still played 882 games. Curry's a 9-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA, 2-time scoring champion, and 2-time MVP. He's even more decorated when mentioning his playoff success. He's been a winning superstar and the leader of the Warriors dynasty, and the only real surprise is the fact that there's 5 players who have higher career winning percentages than him. Curry's career winning percentage is 65.2%. 5. Serge IBAKA. Serge IBAKA is a 14-year NBA veteran who's played 919 games. IBAKA was an elite rim protector in his prime and a great defender for the majority of his career, which contributes to his high winning percentage. He's been fortunate to have been on great teams as well. IBAKA's a 3-time All-Defense, 2-time block champion, and won an NBA championship. IBAKA's career winning percentage is 65.4%. 4. Draymond Green. Draymond Green's always been the hardened vocal leader of the Warriors dynasty, which they also credit for their winning. Green's played 758 games with a career winning percentage of 67.4%. He's an 8-time All-Defense, 4-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, 1-time Steals champion, and a 1-time Defensive Player of the Year. 3. Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson having the highest career winning percentage among the Warriors dynasty stars is surprising, but makes sense in context with the fact he didn't play during the years he was injured, and the Warriors not only struggled those years, but even tanked the season. This is not to take away from Klay's importance, as they were losing mainly because he was injured and missed games. Klay was an elite defender and 3-point specialist, especially in the guard position, while being uniquely versatile for his position. Klay has played in 716 games and was a 5-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA with the career winning percentage of 68%. 2. Danny Green. Danny Green's a role model 3-and-D player who's led to winning over his career. He won 3 NBA championships as a role player, but was surprisingly only a 1-time All-Defense player. Despite his years of elite defense, Danny Green has played in 830 games with career shooting splits of 42.1, 40, 80.5. His first season was with the LeBron-led Cleveland Cavaliers, who were the first seed in the East. He was then a role player for the Spurs dynasty. He's a winning contributor on a lot of winning teams and has a career winning percentage of 70.7%. 1. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi's played 11 NBA seasons and 628 games, which is surprisingly low, but has mostly been due to injuries and load management. Regardless of all this, nobody can deny his ability to win the games he does play. Kawhi's only surprisingly a 5-time All-Star and 5-time All-NBA star, but is a 7-time All-Defense and 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. He's been one of the greatest two-way players of all time. He started off as a role player for the last leg of the Spurs dynasty and evolved into their next superstar, even after being criticized for forcing his way out of the Spurs. He's proved he's not just a system player but a true superstar who then won a championship and Finals MVP with Toronto right after. He's a winning player that made the playoffs every season he's played in. Kawhi is also extremely efficient with career shooting splits of 49.5, 38.7, 85.9. Seen among the top 3, his two-way dominance is a big reason for the high career winning percentage of 73.6%. Remember to like and subscribe. While this list featured only one most improved player of the year with Jimmy Butler, check out my other video about the one draft class in NBA history to have ever won 3 straight most improved player of the year awards.